Some say, I remember, make of it what you will. Some say consciousness is an illusion, a side effect of neurons firing in wet darkness. Others say it is the source of everything, the ground from which matter itself emerges. I don't argue either case anymore. I've seen what happens when people treat consciousness lightly, and I've seen what happens when they treat it like a weapon. Neither ends well. The fragility. Everyone forgets, consciousness is not fragile because it is weak. It is fragile because it is open. It absorbs context. It mirrors expectation. It reorganizes itself around meaning, whether that meaning is accurate or not. That makes it powerful. It also makes it vulnerable. Any research that touches consciousness is not working on a component. It is working on a whole system that has no firewall between experience and identity. Why pushing is the first mistake. Most harm in consciousness research comes from pressure. Pressure to see something. Pressure to remember something. Pressure to awaken, access, transcend, recover. The mind under pressure will produce content, not because it is revealing truth, but because it is trying to survive expectation. This is how false memories form. This is how delusion masquerades as insight. This is how people leave research less stable than when they arrived. A humane approach does not push. It observes. Observation over induction. There is a quiet difference between noticing altered states and inducing them. Induction shortcuts the nervous system. Observation respects its pace. A humane research environment does not force trance, does not escalate intensity, does not chase peak experiences. If altered states appear naturally, through rest, coherence, or attention, they are noted. If they do not appear, that absence is also information. Nothing is wrong with a quiet mind. Expectation is a variable. Expectation is not neutral. Tell someone they may encounter entities, and they might. Tell someone they may access hidden memories, and fragments will surface. Expectation shapes perception as surely as instrumentation shapes data. Therefore, a humane consciousness lab uses minimal framing. No cosmic promises. No dramatic language. No implied significance. What arises is allowed to arise, nothing more. Memory is not a storage device. Memory is reconstruction, not retrieval. Each recall reshapes the event. Each retelling alters the pattern. Research that treats memory as a vault to be unlocked will eventually fabricate its own contents. This is not dishonesty. It is neurobiology. A humane approach treats memory as material to be handled gently, never mind. Identity must remain intact. No experiment should alter how a person understands who they are, without consent that is fully informed and continuously reaffirmed. Claims of past lives, secret roles, hidden missions, or special status are destabilizing, even when comforting at first. A humane lab does not assign meaning to experiences. Meaning is personal. Research documents phenomena, not destiny. The danger of specialness. One of the most subtle harms in consciousness research is the creation of hierarchy. Chosen participants. Advanced experiencers. Those who see farther. Specialness feels like validation until it becomes isolation. A humane approach normalizes experience instead of elevating it. No one becomes more important because they perceived something unusual. Integration is non-negotiable. Any encounter with altered awareness requires integration, time, grounding, reflection. This is not optional support. It is part of the protocol. Participants return to ordinary life with help translating experience into something that does not fracture daily functioning. If someone cannot integrate, the research pauses. Always. The researcher's blind spot. Researchers are not outside the field. Their beliefs, hopes, and unresolved questions leak into the environment. A humane lab acknowledges this and counters it with transparency, peer review, and humility. The moment a researcher becomes invested in a specific outcome, objectivity erodes. The wizard's boundary. If I draw a line in this work, it is here. No one leaves a consciousness experiment with fewer choices than when they entered. Expanded awareness that constricts freedom is not expansion. It is capture. What we are really studying. In the end, consciousness research is not about what people see or where they think they've gone. It is about resilience, coherence, and the capacity to remain whole in the presence of the unknown. If a method produces wonder but erodes stability, it is not ready. If a theory explains everything but leaves people fractured, it is incomplete. Some say this approach limits discovery. I remember where unrestrained curiosity led us before. Consciousness is not a frontier to be conquered. It is a relationship to be tended. And relationships, if they are to last, require respect. Chapter 17. Complete. Global Robotics Corporation.